Well, the homecoming of 46 Indian nurses, a big relief for the BJP government at the centre that came under fire for allegedly dragging its feet on the issue. A special Air India plane is flying the nurses and 70 other Indian workers from the Kurdish capital of Erbil. The flight is set to reach Mumbai at 9:30, where some of the Indian workers will disembark, after which the flight is going to go on to Kochi and will land at about noon. Sources say the External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj was in constant touch with her counterparts in Saudi Arabia, Qatar and UAE to leverage their influence over the Sunni insurgents to seek the release of the Indian captives. The militants did not harm the nurses and offered them water and biscuits. This was confirmed by officials and family members of the nurses. However, as the nurses head home, there is little information about the 39 Indian workers who were kidnapped by ISIS. The swiftness of the release of the nurses is in sharp contrast to their fate, who have been held captive for almost 3 weeks now by ISIS, which continue to run a bloody insurrection and establish a new Islamic caliphate in the Middle East. Meanwhile, understandably, a wave of relief has washed over India as the 46 Indian nurses have been released and on their way home from the Kurdish capital of Erbil. The nurses had been forcibly taken from Tikrit to ISIS stronghold Mosul, sparking fears that they too had been kidnapped like the 39 Indian construction workers who remain in captivity in the region.
They didn't any misbehaving, nothing. They provided for food, accommodation, and whatever we want, they provided. And then if you want to something, we talk to them, they will bring it from outside. There is no, because they are saying you are Indian nurses, we are not targeting US, only the other people, like armies like that.
Let's cut across at this point of time. My colleague Rohini Swami reporting live from the Kochi airport, where relieved family members ecstatic that their loved ones are coming back, waiting all morning till 12 noon is what is expected when that flight will land there. Rohini, what kind of reactions are you picking up from the elated family members there?
Well, a lot of reactions in terms of happiness, in terms of tears of joy, in terms of the fact that they are just waiting. It's a long wait for them because they've come here at 5 o'clock in the morning thinking that the flight will land at 6:40, but now it's been delayed till around 12 o'clock. But the families are extremely happy. They can at least see their daughters or their sisters back safely. There's a lot of relief for them for this reason that every single day, the last 3.5 weeks, they've been counting the minutes because based on the phone calls that they were getting, they knew that either there was a shortage of food and water, that they were always being, the ISIS militants were around the place where they were staying, either in Tikrit or they were taken to Mosul at gunpoint, or later on also when they were kept in a room in Mosul in a dark room where there was no light but just plain air conditioning and water. They were fearing for their lives. They were not sure. Let me also tell you that some of the families had said that when they were being shifted from Mosul to the airport, as the ISIS said they would, they were scared. They were not actually being taken to the airport. It is only when they were handed over finally to the Indian officials that they actually heaved a sigh of relief. Here, they've been waiting for hours together, and some of them even have taken tickets so that they can meet them right as soon as they come. All they say, every single one who I've been speaking to have been saying, they're waiting with open arms. As soon as they see them, they're going to hug them so tight. And another point also they're making is they'll never send them back to Iraq to work because they said they have enough is enough. Nobody sees life and death so close in their lives, and especially women who are, some of them are pretty young, who have just started work. They've only worked for 4 months. Some of them work for a year or so. They said they do not want to see this ever again, but they definitely want to send them back to work because a lot of issues are there with these people who have sent their daughters because they have taken huge loans, educational loans to educate them, or they've also taken loans to send them so that they can work. Some of them are also menial laborers. The families are they come from very poor backgrounds, and so they try very hard, especially when it comes to
Right.
When they are there. I'm also joined by another family member. If I can quickly bring Kirti in here. Kirti, if you can come and join us here. Largely, Kirti is Shruti's sister. Shruti is also one of those nurses who was stuck in Tikrit. She also has been constantly in touch with her sister. Kirti, if I can quickly ask you, what did Shruti say to you just before she entered the aircraft? Obviously, you all are very happy and relieved.
Really, we are very happy. हम बहुत खुश हो, हमें बता नहीं सकती हम कितना खुश है। वो आज सुबह मुझे कॉल किया था और कहा कि वो आप बहुत सेफ है।
Auntie Shruti kandu kayinittu auntie first endha cheyna. What are you going to do as soon as you're going to see Shruti?
ഞാൻ അവളെ കെട്ടിപ്പിടിക്കും.
Look at the camera and speak. You will hold her tight, but ഭയങ്കരമായിട്ട് വിഷമായിരുന്നു ആന്റി അവിടെ നടന്നപ്പോൾ. യു ആർ വെരി വെരി അപ്സെറ്റ് ഓഫ് വാട്ട് ഹാപ്പൻഡ് ഓവർ ദെയർ. വാട്ട് ഡിഡ് ഷീ ടെൽ യു? എന്താ പറഞ്ഞത്?
അതെ, അവള് മൊസൂളിൽ എത്തിക്കഴിഞ്ഞ് അവള് വിളിച്ചപ്പോൾ ഒരുപാട് വിഷമാവസ്ഥയിലാണ് പറഞ്ഞു. അവള് ഇത്രയും നാൾ ഇത്രയും പ്രശ്നങ്ങൾ ഉണ്ടായിട്ട് അവൾ ഒരിക്കലും കരഞ്ഞിട്ടില്ല. അവിടെ നിന്ന് അവളെന്നെ വിളിച്ച് കരഞ്ഞു പറഞ്ഞു, ഞാൻ അമ്മയുടെ ശബ്ദം ഒന്ന് കേൾക്കാൻ വേണ്ടി വിളിക്കുകയാണ്, ഇനി വരാൻ പറ്റുമോ എന്നറിയത്തില്ല, ഇവിടെ അത്ര ഞങ്ങളെ ആരെങ്കിലും രക്ഷിക്കുമെന്നറിയാൻ വയ്യ, അങ്ങനെ ഒരു തളർന്ന മാനസികാവസ്ഥ വിളിച്ചു. അപ്പം നമുക്ക് അത് ഹൃദയഭേദമായിരുന്നത്.
Well, what she's saying, she's a very emotional mother. She said that her daughter had never cried throughout this crisis. Only when she was taken to Mosul, she broke down, and that's when they couldn't stand it at that point of time. And they were hoping against hope that something good will happen. Finally, it has. And as she stands here, Kirti and her mother, who are waiting here for Shruti, they represent the number of families who are waiting here since morning, just waiting for the nurses to come back so that they can take their family back home. Kirti?
Appreciated, Rohini. Of course, we'll keep coming back to you for the latest update and also catch that tearful reunion of Shruti and her mother with their sister finally coming back home. Thank you, Rohini, there.